Welcome back, another video. We are back again. It is Wednesday. Of course, you won't be watching this till Thursday. Man, this Wednesday is ultra packed. I feel like I say this every time. There's always something crazy going on Wednesday, but that's Wednesdays, right? Wednesdays are that day of the week for a lot of us. And for me and for everyone else, right, that's involved in all this. It is the release of Superman, Spider-Man, the DC Marvel crossover. Of course, I think in like a month from now, it'll be Spider-Man, Superman, the Marvel DC crossover. I know I basically said the same thing flipped, but that's what it is. It's the same things, just flipped, different companies. They did this a while back for the Deadpool Batman. And personally, I think that DC's version, the Batman Deadpool, had better stories. But that was just me. That's just what I thought. Today they're doing the Superman, Spider-Man, my two favorites in red and blue. You know what I mean? My two in blue, my two in red, whatever. So I'm super excited for that. They got some amazing covers coming out. And I have to be very, very vigilant and very, very cautious on which ones I buy. Because tomorrow I leave for Chicago for C2E2, so I can't go blowing a ton of money. Updates, guys, I got art videos coming out like every Friday, so we're doing Thursdays and Fridays. I got videos. Now that I think about it, why did I do Fridays? I could have done Saturdays, whatever. Anyways, Thursdays and Fridays. I got one coming out this week. I think it's Crimson Pain, and next time's Omega, and then the week after that, got this awesome Spider-Man. That's all you get to see from it, unless you've already seen it on like Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that. So go follow that stuff to see stuff early. Like 20-ish minutes before I need to leave for the comic shop. You know, I like to be there early because my comic shop gets packed. If I'm not there early, a lot of the good things will be gone. So I need to do that. I need to knock that off the list. I also need to go make a shake real quick. Haven't been in the gym this week. I pulled and messed up a bunch of muscles in my neck. So my neck's been real stiff. It's caused my forehead and my eyeballs, pretty much anywhere where there's veins on my face and my jaw, to be extremely stiff and tight. And like when I lean over, the pressure like builds up. It's a lot better today, but the last week it's been like really bad. So I gotta try and keep my body loose. Like my neck is already stiff. I'm just sitting here. To hit the comic shop, I'll get here. I'll film everything I have, everything I got. And then I need to get some stuff prepped for tonight. We're doing another art stream where we're battling against each other with some art. And then I also need to get everything finalized, finished up, and packed for Chicago. I got some clothes I got to wash as well. Get all that packed. I got to get all my portable chargers and everything. All my comics I'm bringing. All my original art that I'm bringing to go take around and have people, you know, look at it. All that fun stuff. So I got to get all that prepared and done before the stream tonight. And then yeah, I mean, a couple other things I got to take care of, but they're not interesting. So I know the Superman Spider-Man comes out today, and I can't I think another issue of Skin Breakers comes out, which is really cool because I'm meeting David Finch for the second time, but I'm gonna have him sign my first issue of Skin Breakers, which would be really cool. And I'm excited, and we leave tomorrow for Chicago. So when you're watching this, we're already on the road. Everybody, we are leaving now on our way to Comic Book Relief, going to go pick up all the comics I'm super excited to get today. And my breakfast, I took some ibuprofen because my neck hurts. It's stiff still. Makes my eyeballs kind of stiff. I'm gonna knock this out. It's gonna be super dope. I'm kind of trying to kind of rush through things today, just to get as much done as I need to get done. That's why I've been looking down. Impression, all around. Your silhouette just lets me down. Alright, so we just left the comic shop. Got a little bit of footage in there, but it was cram-packed today. I pulled in the parking lot, literally had like nowhere to park. Had to like cram my car in. Got in there, lines of people, and they were busy. It looked like something with their system might have messed up, not sure. But some cool things about my comic shop. I've noticed every couple weeks I go in there at Comic Book Relief, they have a wall behind them and it's always refilled with new comics, and it's all Spider-Man, always. The owner that owns the place is obsessed with Spider-Man. It's his favorite, I could tell, just like me, you know, and he has a stupidly massive comic book collection of just Spider-Man comics, and he's been selling them. So every time I'm in there, it sucks. The thing that sucks is like God, every time I go in there, there's Spider-Man comics. I'm like, oh, I want those. I want to buy them. And I could. And it's every time I go in there, it's like I could buy like most of the comics off their wall. Like, seriously. But I'm going to C2E2. I don't want to spend the money on that. So they had some awesome ones. But there's a bin right next to the counter that's full of Amazing Spider-Man. And other Spider-Man too, but it's a Spider-Man bin. I didn't realize that not only were they restocking the wall with new comics, the ones on the wall are obviously more sought after, but the bin gets completely restocked every single 2 weeks. Same thing with the wall, so it's every 2 weeks. So I was like, oh my God, this whole time. So I had to dig through it, and I have a couple issues in particular that I'm looking for. But I found 2 Scotty Young covers. You know, I can't skip a Scotty Young cover, especially if it's Spider-Man, because he's my favorite hero. And I found a Ben Reilly, which is awesome. And then I found a pretty famous cover of his where he reinterprets the Spider-Man Mary Jane kiss from the Tobey Maguire series with the heart behind it. I'll show you guys it. But I found it, and I can't remember if Morgan has that on her list or not, but I've definitely have shown her that one. And she was like, oh my God, I love it, whatever. So I picked it up. It's like $15, like whatever. Picked it up. She's actually going to be home for her lunch. So I'm going to give that to her as a gift. All right, I just wanted to show this real quick before she gets here and I give it to her. So I might be thinking, maybe this is the exact cover I'm thinking of. I don't know. I might also be thinking, I swear there's one where they're actually kissing too. I think the background's blue or black on that one. I don't know. Anyways, super cool. Woo, woo, there she is. Woo, there she is. There she. Woo, woo,
What is it?
woo, woo, woo.
Which one?
All right, I can't remember if I showed you this one and you were like, "That's cool," or if it was on your pull list. But I remember us looking at this cover specifically. Yeah, I think it might not be the exact one, but it's pretty much the same thing.
I don't think it was on my list, but it was one that I was like, this one's so cute.
Yeah.
Stop.
So
It's so cute.
I didn't realize, because I went in there and their backdrop of comics, you know, they always have the Spider-Man comics up there. Mm-hmm. All new ones, really awesome ones. And I didn't realize that every 2 weeks they change those. And not only do they change the ones on the wall, they change the box that we dig through. They change. Oh. So I was flipping through them and I found.
Spider-Man one that we were
Yep.
looking at?
So I showed you guys already the cover that I got her. Yeah, it was super excited I got her this massive stack I got here. Again, I did put back quite a bit of comics that I necessarily was like, I don't actually really need these because I'm going to Chicago. Oh, when this first got announced, I was like, this cover's coming home with me. I don't care how I get it. I'm getting it. Dude, what do you mean, bro? Black suited Superman, black suited Spider-Man, nighttime in the city. The only thing that would make this better is if it was raining. Then, of course, I had to get the Superman, Spider-Man DNA cover because I was going to get Deadpool signed. I'm bringing this. I might get this signed and Deadpool. Maybe both. Why not, right? Why not both? Then I got the David Finch Invincible Returns reprint. Got this specifically to get David Finch to sign it. Skin Breakers number 7. It's been great. I think there's 1 issue left. Spawn the Dark Ages 4. This has been really cool. The interior work on that is amazing. Then we got the Void Rivals Thrag variant. This cover is awesome. It's a Scotty Young cover. I Hate Fairyland Invincible. Beautiful cover. Dude, this cover is so sick. Invincible Hyde Street. Beautiful. God, all my comics are just Image, and I love it. Feral Battle Beast variant. I don't remember the name of this. I think it's like Department of Truth or something, but it's the Omni-Man variant. It just looks really menacing. Other Scotty Young, Ben Reilly, Spider-Man. I love also that he has like these big web shooters on him. Really fun. That's it. That's everything I got this week. I put a lot back. Like I said multiple times, I put a lot back because of going to C2E2. So I just wanted to save some cash there. But super cool, man. Some awesome pulls. No, if I just spent like a day, I'd catch up on most of these comics. I'm going to try and catch up as much as I can. Actually, now that I'm done with this, I have like one thing I need to knock out real quick. It'd take me like 10, 15 minutes to do. Well, yeah, I have like 4 hours actually. So I actually might just knock out some reading. So, literally just opened up second page of the issue and it's a splash page. My God. Dude, David Finch is so good, it's not even funny. He is ridiculously good. And I'm going to be using these to study his textures for trees and plants. And I mean, it's so good. I'm almost done reading the Superman Spider-Man, but I unfortunately can't finish it right now. I have to leave. I did finish reading the Skin Breakers. Was it 6 and 7? Beautiful, beautiful. They were quicker reads. There's a lot more art and action than there was words, which is cool. I got to sit there and look at some beautiful art by David Finch. Never complain about that. So I gotta go though. I gotta do like a 40-minute drive and then 40 minutes back. But I think while I'm out where I'm going back to my hometown where I grew up in. I'm gonna stop at my old LCS local comic shop. Go walk around. I forgot to pick up White Sky too, so I'm probably gonna pick that up. I go pop up in there since I haven't been there in a long time. Guys, so we made it to my old LCS local comic shop. It was Fantasy Books Games in Fairview Heights. I picked up my cousin. What was it? Oh, Mando. That's really cool. So I don't remember the last thing I even filmed. Where were we at? We were at the shop in Fairview. I didn't get a lot of footage in there. I was kind of in a rush, but that was my old LCS, about an hour from where I live now. But it is 6:43, so I'm about to set my phone and everything up and get this live stream started. And then honestly, I might throw this on the tripod behind me and get a good amount of behind the scenes footage of me drawing. And we'll throw that on the YouTube again. I'm my editor. No, I was kidding.
I do everything behind the scenes.
Yeah. No, Butch is watching my house while we're in Chicago, and my dog. He's watching my dog. I don't care about watching the house. We got cameras and shit for that. But so we set him up a nice little spot back there. You can play the games while he's here. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I have pretty much everything I need ready for Chicago. Everything ready for Chicago, basically. So anyone watching this, if you want to see all my Chicago footage, it will all be coming out when I get back. So this will be posted, Thursday? So just keep an eye out for those videos. But yeah, so when we get to Chicago, I'm going to film all that. We'll be down there tomorrow. We're going to hit this cool speakeasy for my birthday, grab a couple drinks, and then kind of just chill. And then Friday, straight to the con. First thing I'm doing Friday is going straight to David Finch to get him to draw in my sketchbook. It's in my container, but I have a sketchbook, and I'm excited to get him to draw on it. I cannot wait for that.
Just wanna die.
Yeah. I filmed my Wednesday. Oh, the Daily Bugles. All right, guys. So we're done. Let me give you guys a good look here. I drew this in 1 hour. Go back and watch the live stream. I'll put the link in the description. But 1 hour, I'm happy that I could do this in an hour because as a kid, this would take me all day. So 1 hour, cool with me. It's not amazing, but it's not bad for an hour. But with that being said, today was a blast. I did a pretty packed day. I still got to get everything packed and ready to go for tomorrow for C2E2. So all of this will be done. This video will be uploaded tomorrow, and then tomorrow till Monday, I will be nonstop recording, and then I'll have videos and videos on videos on videos to post. So you guys have a lot of content coming, and some good content too, because I'll be at C2E2, so it's gonna be pretty dope. But yeah, with that being said, peace out, guys.